We just want to hear your reflections now that you have officially entered retirement, because we talked to you prior to that last fight in Louisiana.
You know, I'm trying to sort it out and figure it out myself. I've been doing this 19 years, so waking up every day without fighting on the front of my mind and trying to get better as a fighter is different. You know, I'm still sorting through it, but as far as the experience I had with my retirement fight, being in Louisiana and New Orleans, the city showed up, the UFC went above and beyond, making me feel appreciated. It was a great experience. Obviously not the result I wanted, but all respect to Max Holloway, an incredible fighter, a great person, and it was a fun fight.
Props to you as well, man, and thank you for the wonderful career you blessed us all in seeing the watch, man. You're something special, man, so congratulations on your career and all the best to you. Let's get to UFC 319 on Saturday. Since he burst onto the UFC scene in 2020, there's been tons of anticipation for Khamzat Chimaev to fight for a title. That time has now come. What makes him such a dangerous challenger? I mean, he's actually the favorite in this fight. Why is he so dangerous in the eyes of so many?
I think the pace he brings from the opening bell. This guy's pedal to the metal, stepping on the gas, trying to finish people. They both have a common opponent, Robert Whittaker, and I think, you know, if you look at the way they both did it, Chimaev was a lot more impressive in the finish. But the style DDP brings, it's a question. It's a mystery. It's fun to watch. Chimaev's built like an aura around him, finishing guys and being this crazy madman that people want to see. And, you know, he's earned his way to the title shot. So to me, it's kind of a coin toss. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
All right, Dustin, you mentioned DDP. That's current middleweight champ Dricus Du Plessis. Now, he is undefeated in the UFC, and so far, his last 4 wins are against former UFC champions, Despite that, though, it still feels like he's an underdog. Is being underestimated for him something that you think will be motivational?
You know, each fighter's different. Some guys use it as fuel. Some guys get worried about it, that people are counting him out. He just needs to do what he's been doing, showing up, being his awkward self, breaking the rules on technique, hurting guys. And he's got a stiff test in front of him. Chimaev is unpredictable as well. One thing for sure we know he's going to do every time out is come at you full steam when the bell rings. So can his takedown defense hold up? Can Chimaev's gas tank hold up? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
But why the hell is he the underdog when he's undefeated himself in the UFC? Not to mention the fact that, you know what, the 4 fights have been, against champions, stuff like that. Why is he the underdog in this fight?
That's the big question. The odds makers must know something we don't. Maybe they're banking on Chimaev to come in with the wrestling and get him down easily. We haven't really seen DDP's takedown defense tested. His last few fights have been against strikers. So it's a question we don't know the answer to until that bell rings.
All right, Dustin, though, as someone who's been there before, what's the biggest difference that you see when you step into the octagon with UFC gold on the line?
The biggest difference when preparing and getting ready and showing up for a world title fight is what comes along with that, being in the spotlight, the media rounds, the interviews, the same question over and over for months leading up to the fight. You know, you have a lot more on your shoulders when you're headlining a card, and a lot more when you're defending a belt or challenging for a belt. You know, the work they ask you to do fight week, the weeks before, it's overwhelming sometimes. But Dricus has done this over and over again. This is Khamzat's first title fight in the UFC. So he's getting his feet wet with these kind of reps. But I think both guys have been fighting a long time, and they're going to go through it no problem.
Before you get on out of here, we happen to know that you're a big New Orleans Saints fan in the National Football League. I mean, I need you to explain. They got a new coach in Kellen Moore now and all of that stuff. Obviously winning the Super Bowl championship as an offensive coordinator with the Philadelphia Eagles. What are your expectations for the Saints this year? I want to hear this.
Man, I got high hopes. I hear a lot of mumbling in the background. I hear a lot of people talking about the under, the over. Look, we just need a good quarterback. I think it's going to be, we'll see, but Rattler's probably going to start the season, I think, and we just need him to get in the groove. You know, last season he got a couple snaps, but he didn't really get his feet sturdy underneath him in the NFL. You know, he's still a young guy, but I think as the season progresses, he's going to get his feet under him. We got a solid team, man. I'm tired of all the noise in the background, people talking about the Saints.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make you a little bit more tired, Dustin. I'll make you a little bit more tired.
Here we go.
You trying to tell me?
Let's go, Steve.
You trying to tell me Spencer Rattler's gonna take you? He's gonna take you to an elevated place within the NFC South or the National Football League? Period. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying he's not going to. You said he's taking us. You said he's taking us.
I didn't say that.
Dustin, that's what you were supposed to say. The planes were over the top. You couldn't hear
it. All you had to do was say you didn't hear it.
Hey, no matter who's getting the snap, it's still who that till I die, man. No matter what.
Go. Well, Dustin, thank you so much for joining us. As you are navigating retirement, we look forward to hearing your voice more about your sport and maybe about some NFL. Come on through the studio. You got the right kind of energy for this guy.
Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints?
Oh, see?
Let's go, man. I would love to talk about the NFL.
All right, Dustin, thank you so much.
All the best to you, bro.
Yeah, enjoy the fight this weekend. All right, UFC 319 is tomorrow night at the United Center in Chicago. Dustin was coming to us live from Wrigley Field, a very cool setting. All right, so it'll be highlighted by the middleweight title main event. The prelims begin at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus in English and Spanish. With the main card at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on pay-per-view. Buy it at ESPNplus.com/PPV.